and welcome to Pehle Akshar Virtual Classroom. I hope you all are safe in your homes and enjoying a virtual session. That was a fantastic video. Did you see how that machine launched itself high in the sky? That machine is an aeroplane or airplane. Today we will like to share with you the history of the aeroplane. In earlier days, animals were the only means of transport used by men. Development in science and technology led to the invention of modern day means of transport like bus, cars, trains, ships, etc., which made our life easier. We also created sea routes which helped us travel to faraway places. What do you think inspired people to invent the aeroplanes? It all began around 2000 years ago when people in China began learning about the physics of flight through man-made objects such as kites. Gradually, the field of aviation developed. Aviation means the activities surrounding mechanical flight in the aircraft industry. Do you know who invented the first working aeroplane? In the early 1900s, two American brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright from Dayton, Ohio, began to experiment with gliders that they built using the results of experiments conducted by European Otto Lilienthal. The Wright brothers' first aircraft was flown as a kite with movable surface manipulated from the ground by long control lines. Glider means a lightweight aircraft which flies without an engine. In 1902, the glider had been modified to fly even higher with more controllability, and a blade was added at the back of the aircraft. This time it performed well, flying a distance of 622 feet. On December 17, 1903, at 10:35 in the morning, with J.T. Daniels, W.S. Dorr, A.D. Etheridge, W.C. Brinkley and Johnny Moore as witnesses, Orville got on the machine to attempt taking a flight. They flew the aircraft 4 times, which flew around for 6 kilometers. Now, let's talk about India. When did the first airline start in India? Let's find out. 1910. The first Indian or maybe even Asian to get an aeroplane in India was the young Maharaja of Patiala, Bhupender Singh, who had a keen interest in aviation. He sent his chief engineer to Europe for a study and ordered him to buy 3 planes, including a Blériot monoplane and Farman biplanes, which arrived in Punjab later that year, 1911. Domestic commercial aviation was born in India when, on February 18, Henry Pickwick, flying a Humber biplane, carried mail from Allahabad to Naini Junction, some 6 miles away. 1927, the world's first official national airline, Britain's Imperial Airways, extended empire routes to India, connecting India with the outside world for first time through an air network. It was also the first domestic passenger flight to be operated in India. Passengers could for the first time fly from Karachi to Jodhpur and to Delhi on Imperial Airways. Look at this picture. Can you guess who is in this picture? He is Jahangir Ratanji Dadabhoy Tata, better known as J.R.D. Tata. Very few Indians know that he played an important role in the history of India's flagship carrier, Air India. He completed his first solo flight on February 10, 1929 and was the first Indian to get a flying license in India. In 1932, Jahangir Tata set up Tata Air Services, the first Indian commercial carrier to transport mail and passengers within India, and after that it was renamed Air India Limited. Let's find out what are the various ways in which we use aeroplanes other than the mode of transport. Cargo transportation, letters, packages, cars, horses, construction equipment, bodies, and even other aeroplanes can be shipped by air freight. Scouting or military operation. Airplane is also used to do surveillance of the land, knowing the position of the enemy and directing artillery. Crop dusting involves spraying crops with crop protection products from an agricultural aeroplane or planting certain types of seeds. Search and rescue. In times of distress or natural calamities like earthquakes or flood, airplanes help in searching and rescuing the affected people. Entertaining during an event. Many times aeroplane is used for entertainment purposes like Indian Army flight display during Republic Day or Independence Day parade. Aerial advertising. Aerial advertising is a form of advertising that incorporates the use of logos, manned aircraft or drones to create transport or display advertising media. The media can be static such as a banner, logo, lighted sign or banner towing. Medical flights including deliveries of time-sensitive organs like delivering heart or liver, etc. to the receiver's hospital. Isn't it amazing that aeroplanes are used in so many ways? Did you ever get a chance to look inside an aeroplane? Let's have a look at what an aeroplane looks like from inside. Fuselage. The fuselage is one of the major aircraft components that's also known as the body of the aeroplane, with its long hollow tubes which holds the passenger along with cargo. This area includes the cockpit, so the pilots are in the front of the fuselage. Wings. The wings, also commonly known as foils, are aircraft parts that are crucial for flight. The air flows along over the wing is what generates most of the lifting force necessary for the flight. Along with the large wings that stem from the middle of the fuselage, the wings also include two smaller ones at the back of the most aircraft at the tail. Empennage. The empennage is the tail end of the aircraft. It helps the stability of the plane and has two main components called the rudder and the elevator. The rudder helps the aircraft steer from right to left, and the elevator helps with the up and down movement. Power plant. The power plant of an airplane structure includes the engine and the propeller. The engine itself is a complicated system composed of many smaller parts like cylinders, fans, and pistons. Together, these aircraft engine parts work to generate the power or thrust of an aircraft. Landing gear. You cannot have a safe plane without having the landing gear. Not only are these parts crucial in order to land, but the landing gear is also used to help an aircraft take off and move slowly on the land. The landing gears include shock absorbers for smooth landing and takeoff, as well as the wheels on the plane. Hope you all had fun learning about aeroplanes and its history. Leaving you all with a fun question here. What are the other things which fly high in the sky? Do let us know your answers. Bye.